This is Tom Meyer, the Superintendent of Bellevue Community School District. Just giving you this week's Believe in the Blue update. Just a few things I want to pass along to people, and actually part of it is a student recognition for a lot of things that our students are doing right now, and I'm not going to hit everything, obviously. Just a few things that have been shared with me in the last few days. We had a livestock judging team went to Ames, to Iowa State University, and won. And that was against some much larger schools such as Muscatine and other areas, and it was some of our younger students, Nick Deppie, Brooklyn Moore, Miranda Peters, and Allison Hager. Also had Gavin Wilkening, placed very high out there individually, along with Gene Sprank. So great job to all those people. Mr. Schrader and the Ag students go a lot of places, judging livestock, to other areas on the farm, from soils to plants. Their Envirothon team, I mentioned a few weeks ago, advanced on to state. I believe they ended up sixth, if I remember correctly. But just a lot of great things students are doing in that area. Also in the fine arts area, I mentioned last week all the students that got ones and who also did outstanding. Those are on our website, on the front page of our website, I believe. You can look at all of them. In addition to that, we had the students perform at the Co-Honor Band, or at Co-College in an Honor Band out there. Drew Chapman, Bob Schrader, Teo Shesky, just doing a great job that way. And it's those kind of activities that really make a difference in the students' memories of school, the impact that school and the impact that learning has on them. There is a great deal to learning, and part of it is not in the traditional classroom, in the desk. And I really truly believe that our students are progressing, and the experiences that they get outside your home and outside the school are things that are very valuable to their learning overall. It helps them gain perspective, helps them meet other people. And I'm kind of stating the obvious, I think, to a lot of people, but I just want to really emphasize that, because I believe that is one of the most important parts of education, is learning beyond that textbook. I can learn a lot of things from a textbook, but it's about this much in comparison to the whole world. So I think it's just important for our students to get experience and to be given opportunities by our teachers and by our school and by our parents to learn beyond that textbook, and ask them to do things that truly matter, that helps to get them engaged, and that also by student, what interests me may not interest the next person. And I think it's really important. We are creating a new program here for next year at the high school level, just on a trial basis. We'll expand it in the future, but it's called, it's actually modeled after the Cedar Rapids School and an Iowa Big program. We're likely going to call it Bellevue Big, and students will be working on bigger problems, problems that maybe businesses in town have, and everything like that. So it'll be an interesting thing, or it would at least be of student interest, something they want to research, a problem they want to solve. It's almost like a Shark Tank type thing, if you're familiar with that TV show, but it goes in different directions too. So something interesting for our kids too. Other activities going on here that just need to make people aware of here. Thursday night, there's a varsity meet. That's a boys' varsity meet here at home that way, and that will start at 4:30. Encourage you to come out for that. I think Thursday right now looks like it's going to be a pretty decent day. Not quite as much wind as today and yesterday. Today being Wednesday. I don't know when you're watching this. Friday, there's golf meets at the Bellevue Golf Club against Prince of Peace and Marquette. Saturday, there's a soccer tournament. Some of our students are involved in that way as well. On Monday, there's another golf meet. The girls golf at home, and the boys golf at Monticello. And there's also a junior high track meet for girls at Monticello. And also on Monday is a varsity girls track meet at Northeast, along with the varsity boys track meet at Northeast. So a lot of things going on here in upcoming days. Along with next Tuesday, there'll be a junior high or middle school boys track meet at Cascade. So a lot of things happening, a lot of things our students are involved in. I want to let you know kind of towards the end of the year, as we get closer to the end of the year, what is going on there. We'll have some concerts that last week of the seniors that way. We'll have an awards night again. I'll give you specific dates and times next week. I think if you go on JMC, you can find that as well. But I just wanted to share two things from Twitter here that I have posted in my office, but I felt were worthwhile to share. This one here, Today, 2-year-olds can unlock an iPhone, open and close their favorite apps all by themselves. When I was that age, I was eating dirt. So think about that one for yourself that way. And a second one here I wanted to share was something that I think we've really tried to stress here. Um, I don't think any child has ever truly said, you know, that worksheet really changed my life. Relating back to what I was talking about earlier with the aspect that the things that have impacts on students are not sitting in the classroom and reading from a textbook and listening to a lecture. The things that impact students and what students truly learn are the things that they are allowed to apply for their learning, allowed to explore that way. So also wanted to mention one final thing here on May 29th, as I look at my calendar, Wednesday, May 29th, we have a bike rodeo here at the elementary school at Bellevue Elementary from 5 to 7 that night. The PTA will also be having a dinner that night, and if you have questions, I know they have a link. The Bellevue PTA, Andrea Arlen is one of the leaders of that, the one that I contact when I have a question about PTA. I would encourage you to contact her. You can contact her through the elementary school. They can get you in contact with her. But she does a great job with the PTA and just a lot of different things for people to be involved in. Takes a lot of pride in that. So I want to take some time to thank the PTA and all of our other booster clubs, from athletic boosters to music boosters to on down line. We could keep going, but I think you get the general picture that way. So hope everyone has a great week. I'd love to see you at a track meet tomorrow. In addition to that, I guess I should mention we have a couple students who qualified for the Drake Relays, which basically is non-class that way for high school students. They take the top 21, the top 24, the top 32 in some areas that way. Bob Schrader, a senior, has qualified in the 110 hurdles, and he runs on Friday morning at 8:10 a.m. I believe it is, and then Andrew Meyer qualified in the 3200, and so he will actually be running at Drake tomorrow at like 4:25 or something like that, and he will not be at the meet on tomorrow evening. Bob plans on being at the meet. It's also our senior boys track parent night, and then Andrew also qualified for the 1600, which is on Saturday. So it's an accomplishment for those young men on what they've done. And so it's something to be proud of for them as well. And anyway, we have a lot of great things going on. If you ever have any questions, please feel free to contact the school. I am actually looking to plan a we call our School Improvement Advisory Committee, Career Tech Education Committee. We're actually probably going to do a lunch here for a meeting. We sometimes have meetings at nights. Traditionally, we've had meetings at nights. We're not going to go away from that night meeting. We're also going to offer one over the lunch hour, so businesses in town, if they can get away for an hour at lunch, come out. We'll provide lunch. We'll highlight a couple things in one or both of the buildings and let you talk and let you give your impressions on what's happening in school. And I will give you more information on that next week. Anyway, for now, have a great week.